Hello and welcome to my video. This video is actually in response to a question from a viewer, Una Filipovic, basically asking if I pass in a value, or excuse me, a word, I want to be able to get the length of the characters in that word, as well as count how many words in a paragraph are of the same length of that word. So in this case, if I'm passing the word Muffet, and I want to count the number, and this is the number, excuse me, the length of this is 6 characters. I want to count how many other words in this paragraph are made up of 6 characters. So by visually just taking a quick count, I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words, right? So I should basically say I have my word Muffet is 6 characters in length, and that appears in this paragraph along with other, with a total of 7 words being the same length. So in order to do that, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually import my regular expressions library. This is kind of just useful as to clean up a little bit of the text and just make the solution a little cleaner. The first thing that I'll do is actually, the next thing that I'll do, excuse me, is declare an empty dictionary. So this is going to hold the counts of the lengths as I iterate through the words. The next thing is I'm going to actually create a function to be able to do a couple of things, right? Which is 1, capture the length of the words, and 2, count the number of words in the paragraph with the same length of words. So the first thing in this function is to basically take the text of the paragraph, right? So I'm going to pass in W is for word, P is for paragraph. So I'm going to basically take this paragraph and strip away any non-alphanumeric characters, as well as space, and then any non-alphanumeric numeric or space characters. So that means I'll get rid of the commas and I'll get rid of the exclamation points, so they're not counted as part of the string and they're not confused for a 4-letter word like her or a 7-letter word like tuffet, comma. We just want like the 6 and the 3, right, counted here. So that's going to do this right here, remove those non-alphanumeric or space characters, and then I'm gonna cast that information, or all those letters or words, excuse me, as lowercase, and then split that, and the results will be written to a list variable called text. The next thing is I'm going to take this word variable that I'm passing through, and basically cast that to lowercase. So like now this argument is lowercase and all my letters are lowercase. So the next thing is to iterate through this list of words captured in text, and basically this if statement is going to say if the if a letter is not in is not as a dictionary key, right, in this empty dictionary, then record that dictionary key, and then record its value being the length of the word, right? So it's going to essentially do this for every single word in the paragraph. It's going to record the word as a key and its length as a value. So this is going to have more than one value. The next thing that I want to do is actually want to take the length of the word that I'm interested in, that I passed, and see how many other words in that paragraph, or in this paragraph, this list of words rather, exist of the same length. So basically I'm going to say for X, or for every word in the text, if the length of that word is equal to the length of my word that I passed up here, then return it and make it part of this or add it to this list of words called len words. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to return my initial word value. I'm going to return the dictionary of this word, which will hold my length of the word. That'll be its value. I'm also going to return the count of words in this list that are the same length as my word of interest. And then I'm also going to return the list of words just in case I want to see it or preview it or whatever, just to basically prove that it counted the things correctly. When I call my function, I'm going to pass the my word and paragraph variables that I have declared up here. And I'm going to save them into, like, again, each individual into its respective variable, just so it makes sense. So we're getting the word, the letter count of the word, the paragraph count of the words that we're interested in, and then just like the words of the same length that we're interested in. So when I run this, I'm actually going to I actually put it like in a message that's just easy to digest. So I'm basically saying the word Muffet, which is the word that passed, or the variable that I have up here that I passed into my function. The word Muffet has 6 characters, which is true, and words of that length appear 7 times in the paragraph. So and we counted that at the start of the video. If you don't want to, let's say, set up 4 different variables to capture what this function returns, you can just cast it into one, and you'll get a tuple. And then we can see what that tuple looks like, right? So we'll print out its contents. So in this example, I'm going to my word length function, I'm going to pass the word spider, and I'm going to evaluate it against the paragraph that I have up here. So let's run that and print the results. Cool. And as you see, I get this tuple. So I get spider, 6, 7th, and then this list of words, right, that have 6 different, that have like length of 6 characters. I can probably say miss, right, and just pass that. And I have miss. It has a length of 4, and 8 words appear, or there's 8 words in that paragraph that have a length of 4. Miss, way, then, and so on. That's what you can do. You can grab these values from the tuple if you wanted to, by just kind of passing its index and then printing that. So if I run that, I have miss and 4, which are the values in this tuple, the first 2 values in the tuple, right? And the tuple itself. All right. Hope that was useful.